Hello, everyone. Okay, I hope that we are not going to have a bit of a delay. Let me know if my voice is not synced with my with my mouth. I need y'all to let me know that. I am going live on both TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. So if you see me looking in two different spots, I've got Facebook and StreamYard and TikTok and all the things of the things over there. And then I also have uh no, I have StreamYard over here, and then I have TikTok over here. So I'm gonna be looking in both, and we're gonna try to manage everything. Okay, we're going to try to manage it all. This is my first time doing this. I'm so super stoked about doing this. I'm going to play an intro over on the YouTubers of it all to let people kind of come on in the room. Come on in the room. And then we are going to get started over here on TikTok as well. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for some real thought-provoking conversations that lead to spiritual wisdom and discovery to provide you with clear direction on every area of your life? Well, sit back and relax. You've made it to the right place. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Heart of Inspiration. I'm using the TikTok live platform. So I know mobily you guys are seeing me a little bit smaller than you would if I was using my phone, but I'm actually coming live from the desktop. So I hope this plays out well. Hello, everybody on the other side of life, on the YouTube and Facebook side of life. Welcome, 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 and welcome. So I want to chat with you guys. It's been a minute on the other side, on the TikTok, on the YouTube side in StreamYard, and I want to hopefully figure out how to do StreamYard over here as well. We'll figure that out. But I have a subtitle under my name of being and not becoming, that I am being the individual, the person, the higher self that I have come here to be, and I'm not becoming that. I'm being it, and I'm not becoming it. And so what do I mean by that? I think a lot of times what we end up doing in this whole manifestation world is we are always talking about, okay, I'm going to be, right? I am manifesting this, I am manifesting that. And then what ends up happening is insane things happen in our lives and in the world. So I'm not sure how many of you all are aware of what was supposed to be happening on October the 4th. Did you all hear about this whole thing, right? I'm sure all of us got on our phones, we got the emergency broadcasting like test, right? And supposedly the tones in that test that were broadcast all over our phones were supposed to be activating something within us that has been implanted or something or another, and flip a switch. And we were all going to go nuts. Did y'all, I mean, give me a one in the chat or raise your hand or say amen or whatever if you heard that at all. And so leave me a comment if you're watching the replay. Hey, replay gang. For those of you who don't know who I am Heart of Inspiration. My name is Dr. Lisa Brewer, and I am a transformational entrepreneur guide, also a healer, a teacher, a coach, a mentor, and an oracle. So today I'm just kind of coming to you and just talk about some just things in general, right? So if you heard that at all, And then there were supposed to be all these other crazy things that were going to be happening, right? So you guys, yeah, share this. I don't know how to share this from here. If you can't see the live chat window, I can. Oh, here it is. I can share it all over the TikTok. Open on TikTok on live. Holy cannolis. All right. Good Lord Jesus, help us all. We're going to figure this out. Hold on, guys. I'm hoping I could just share this on TikTok itself and I don't have to. Anyway, this is getting crazy. Hey, Betsy, how are you? And on the YouTube side, you guys can't see it. I got to figure out how to get this all to happen at the same time. Lady D said she didn't even get a call. Anyway, it wasn't a call. It was a, just like, it was the beep, right? It was a whole thing. And you supposedly, right, it was going to activate all this stuff and do all these things. And it was all the things of the things and the things of the things. And let's see here if I can manage to get to my live. I don't know if I can get to my own live. But anyway, long story short, I don't know about you, but nothing happened to me. Like it went off and I was startled because it went off. I didn't even realize what time it was. But I feel like when all of these, like even in the conscious community, when we put out this, oh my God, something's about to happen, what really is ending up happening is we're feeding into what they want us to feed into. We're feeding into this, I don't know what you want to call it. Like we're feeding into this like disgusting energy harvesting, right? And that's not what we're supposed to be helping to do. Right? We're not supposed to be helping we're not supposed to be helping them like create issues. We're not supposed to be helping them like create problems. We're not supposed to be helping them. Okay, here we go. No, I can't. Hold on, guys. Okay, here we go. No, I can't. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to share the live. Guys, share the live on share the live on your own, if you don't mind, on your own TikTok. Let people know that we're here. Let people know that we are live chitty chatting, talking about, the things of the things. Let them know that we're here. Okay. And I really want people to have this conversation with me in regards to how we can be sure that we are not actually being a part of the problem and that we're being a part of the solution. Okay, so just share this live. Thanks, guys. All right, let me get back to the things. So how to manifest your world so that you're not sitting in this world of confusion. You're not getting sucked into this craziness of the matrix. I don't know how many of you guys have heard, but I know that there's like literally war going on, that like Israel has declared, like, I don't want to say that they declared war, but they're on this war alert because of all the bombing that's going on over there. There have been like these heat waves or heat beams that have been sent like across the US, starting more fires. We've got massive inflation. We have people like all this kind of negative, argumentative energy going on. The political scene here in the States is ramping up again. I have seen issues that are happening like in Canada, and I know that there's other issues going on all over the world. There is kind of this renaissance and this freedom that is occurring all across the African continent, where they are freeing themselves from colonialism and such. So this is just it's a tumultuous time in in human history. And I'm drinking my smoothie, by the way. I went and made it right before we started this live because I wanted to get some protein and some nutrients and stuff inside. So I want to talk about how one can create your own life while still residing in the matrix. Hey, Shauna, I want to welcome everybody that's over on YouTube and Facebook, and welcome people that are coming in over here on TikTok. So I am simulcasting on both platforms. However, I am simulcasting from StreamYard and then from the TikTok live studio platform on my desktop, which is why I look a little smaller than I typically would, gang, if we were coming from the phone. So how do we manifest that world? How do we live the world of our best and our highest good with and still we're still residing here? A lot of you probably know that I am still an ordained minister, Christian minister, non-denominational. And there's a verse in the Bible that says, that we're supposed to be in this world, but not of this world. And we've always taken that, when we're in staunch Christianity, before we kind of come out of that a little bit and elevate and our understanding and our understanding of what Christianity is, or what that consciousness is, and the metaphysical and spiritual aspects of it and meaning of it. Being in this world, but not of this world. How do you create your world, and yet you're here third dimensionally, but you're creating a higher dimensional world that is of your greatest good? Okay, how do you do that? And one thing, and I've got this again on the YouTube side, I've got this title that says being, not becoming. We need to make the choice and understand that manifestation is it can be a static event, but it is a continual event. You're always manifesting something, whether it be for your benefit or it be to the detriment, whether it is of the light or of the shadow. You're always manifesting something. So if you wake up in the morning and your first thoughts are, I can't pay my bills, the world is going crazy, blah, 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 then that's exactly what you're going to have for the rest of the day. That is your world. That's the world you're living in. At some point, we have to make the decision that we are going to be who we are and not continue to become. When you are going through this activity of becoming continually, you never arrive at your destination. So you never fully make manifest that which is of your highest good. What do I mean by that? I had to make a decision, for instance, that I was moving to Greensboro, North Carolina, which is where I am right now. So you see, this is a very different setup, those of you who've seen me live before, than what I had when I was in Wisconsin, in my home there. So I had to make that decision. When I made that final decision, and I will tell you, when I finally A, signed the lease for this apartment, and B, put the security deposit down, at that point, in my mind, I had already determined that I am a resident of Greensboro, North Carolina. That was the moment. That moment happened well before then, when I made the decision I was moving. Hey, Sebastian, how are ya? When I made the decision I was moving, like the final decision, like that's it, I'm out, I'm deuces, I'm not doing another winter back in Wisconsin. That's when that's when I started to be a resident of Greensboro. I saw myself here. I saw myself living here. I saw myself enjoying it's still going to be almost 70 degrees today. I'm so thrilled. It's October and it's almost 70 degrees, right? That's the best thing since sliced bread for me. Like, I love that, right? So I decided in that moment when I made that decision, I became a resident of Greensboro. It was no longer I was becoming. So then everything else in my world view, my mind shifted because my heart shifted. When my heart shifted and said, this is what I want, this is my desire, this is my creation, then my mind went to work to create that which my heart had already determined I am. This whole I am presence, I've talked about this so long, and I have to apologize because I feel like I may have misspoken a little bit, but I have a greater understanding now. This I am presence is so powerful. Who are you? Who are you really? Are you the person who is still struggling with bills and struggling with this and struggling with that? Are you struggling to live the life that you know you're meant to, that you deserve to? Do you truly believe that you deserve to live this greater life? This amazing life of purpose and fulfillment and abundance in every area, with healthy relationships, with healthy friendships, with a thriving either career or business or combination of the two, where you are helping humanity and you are making an impact in the world. If that's if that's your true desire, and you understand, not understand, but you understand that that's who you are, is that who you truly are? Do you believe that? Do you believe that you deserve to live the life that you have dreamt of since you were a little one? Or is it still your belief system that you are undeserving of that is unattainable, that it is impossible? Because if it is still your belief system that it is an impossibility for you to live that life, then you will never attain it. You will never be that person. Welcome everyone coming in on TikTok. Welcome everyone coming in on YouTube and on Facebook. Hello, everyone. We are manifesting our world and not being forced to still be contained and constrained by the matrix. Okay? That's what we're doing today. So your I am presence is a reflection of who you see yourself as in the mirror. That's your I am presence. I am an abundant, successful, transformational entrepreneur guide. I am an oracle. I am a healer. I am a teacher. I am a successful entrepreneur. I am a resident of Greensboro, North Carolina at the moment. I am a traveler. I am a grandmother. I have healthy relationships. That's who I am, but that's who I believe that I am in my very being. Every morning when I wake up, if something comes in and says, that ain't who you are, I clicked off that. Nope. I am grateful for all that I have. I am grateful for all of my relationships. I am grateful for who I get to meet every day and who I get to work with every day. I am grateful for being able to come to you all. I'm grateful for all these things, whether or not everything is exactly where it should be. In other words, it doesn't matter if I've seen it, if I touch it, if I can feel it in this third dimensional world. I am that person. So you need to decide who that person is. And notice I am not using the term desire. Do you guys want to know why I'm not using the term desire? Because desire, hello, if you break that word desire down, it's D of sire or siring. Siring is masculine energy. It is the act of, right, guys? I don't want, you guys know what siring means, right? Siring is the act of fertilization, right? It is the act of male creating or fertilizing female energy. It is male energy entering into female energy to create, right? It is not the act of creation itself. Siring is not the act of creation itself. It is not the manifestation of it. So when a horse, let's just say, is sired in the mare, until that foal is born into this world, it, right? It hasn't taken full form. It hasn't become that. It is still forming after the siring happens. So if I am creating, if I manifest, if I'm making manifest, or so that it can be held in my hand, Manny, held in your hand, right? It's not an apparition, it's a manifestation. It's not an illusion, it's a manifestation. So if you're always desiring, you're always siring new things, but you're not actually birthing that into the world. You're always becoming and not being. So the moment I decided to be and invoke my I am presence is not I will, it's not I wish, it's not I hope, it's not I think it might happen on some rainy day. It is I am. It is not I desire, it is I am. So the only way to manifest your world is to change your worldview, to change your world, your private universe perception. There is you in the universe. You are the center of your own universe. You remember when we used to tell, I know I used to hear it all the time. And I used to tell my children all the time, the world don't revolve around you. The sun and the moon don't set on in your own personal world. That was a damn lie. Your world does revolve around you. I want you to grab a hold of that for a second. Your world does revolve around you, not in a narcissistic way. Not in a narcissistic way. Your world revolves around you because however you set your world to revolve and spin, that's exactly how it's going to act. Whatever you set up your worldview to be, that's exactly what your worldview is going to be. However you decide your world is going to be, that's precisely how your world is going to be. Not a little bit different. Not even a wee bit different. It's going to be that way. So your universe actually is being created. It is evolving. It is unfolding before your very eyes and before your very presence and within your very energetic field and in your very own consciousness every moment of every day. The sun does rise and set in your world. The moon does rise and reflect in your world. So what's the sun doing in your world? How is the sun interacting with you in your world? How? And if you don't have a good grasp of that, beloved, your world ain't gonna change. You're gonna be subject to the winds and the ebbs and the flows and all the energy that's all out here, creating chaos and havoc everywhere. You know why? because you're allowing your worldview to be subject to the rest of the world's whim. You're allowing your worldview to be tainted. You're allowing your universe to be corrupted with the shadow energy that is all around you. When instead of that, why do we not simply choose the world we want to live in and how we want to live in it? Oh, that's interesting. Do you mean, Lisa, I can choose the world I want to live in? Absolutely. I've created my whole world. It's very interesting. As someone was speaking with me on TikTok in the chat, look, I tell their name. And, they were like, oh, well, da 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 da, kind of a celebrity or whatever. I'm a celebrity. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know who you are. And I made the statement, I guess I'm over here living in my own little world. And that was no offense. I honestly am like, I don't know. Like when I woke up this morning, I kind of, every once in a while, I do scroll through like Yahoo News or like I'm on YouTube, and if something comes across, or Twitter, and I saw that there was a lot going on, overseas. And I hate the bombing and I hate seeing any of that, right? And I was like, oh, wow. I had no clue. Now, is that healthy? For me, it is. Like, I'm fully aware that prices are going up and all this is going up and all this, that, the fourth and the fifth are happening, right? I'm fully aware of that. But let me tell you something. If I focus on inflation, if I focus on immigration crises, if I focus on other crises that's happening sociologically and economically in this country and in the world, then that's where all my energy is going. So that's what I'm feeding into that energetically, then into the matrix. I'm feeding into it, so I'm giving it more life. When all of that is temporal and all of that is kind of like, is it happening in the 3D realm? Yes. But it's not happening in my realm. And it's not that I'm sticking my head in the sand. It's just that I'm not going to feed into that. So if you want to feed into that, and that's the world, the chaos that you wish to live in, that's your business and that's your choice. But I'm a part of a higher dimensional realm that's coexisting on this same plane, and we're living here. That's our choice. I don't choose to live in fear or live in lack. I mean, have you guys ever had a situation where you had a certain amount of money in your bank account? You're like, oh, dang it. There's plenty of bills coming up. When I tell you that certain amount of money, it's amazing. It stayed there in my bank account. Like, nothing missing, nothing broken, right? Now, there's sometimes I don't pay attention to things enough, and then I have issues. But I don't live in a state of lack. And if I get nervous or anxious about something, then I notice that I push that away. I've told you guys this before. We push our manifestations, or we push the life we wish to live away from us when we worry about it, when we try to like over control it, right? We push it away. It doesn't come to us, because then we are giving off the energy of, I do not believe that the universe can and will provide, that my energy can and will and is and has already created that life. I don't believe that I am that being. I don't believe that I am that person. I don't believe that that's my reality. So we push it away from us. It's very important that we recognize that. And you're human. Okay? So it's not like, I mean, I get it. I'm human too, so we're going to slip because we're human. But by the same token, guys, we can't stay slipped. We can't stay backslid, as they would say in the church. We can't stay there. We have to continue to course correct and course correct immediately. So now, how do we do this, right? How do we manifest this life? One, what I want you to do is I want you to take a few seconds, and I want you to just like close your eyes, and then I want you to envision the world, your life, exactly the way that you wish to live it. What is the best, most amazing world, your life of your highest good? And while we're doing that, I want you to see where you're living. I want you to see if you're driving, and maybe it's a car. I don't know. Maybe you have a driver. I don't know. What are you doing for what are you doing for a living? Are you an entrepreneur, or did you just get some promotions? Did you just get a new job? Are you moving into a new career? Do you have a significant other? Are the kids like amazing? And do you have kids, grandkids, whatever, all these things? How are you dressing? What does your hair look like? All those things. Like, what do you eat? Where do you go for fun? Create your world. And I want you to create it to the point that you can taste it, taste it, smell it, touch it. It is so real to you. It is so real to you that there's no way it cannot be manifest. And then I want you now to not just see it, but I want you to insert yourself in it. I want you to be like, get into that scene, get into that world so well, so deeply, that you become that person. Can you see yourself as that person? Can you see yourself there? Now, once you see yourself as that person, I want you to let that drop down into your heart. This is the reality we're creating, guys. This is the reality we are creating. Now, this is your new reality. This is who you are. When you think of who you are, the I am presence, I am. Who are you? Do you see that? Can you feel it? Is it down in your heart? Do you believe that you deserve it? Because I'm here to tell you, you do. You deserve that life. You incarnated in this world to live that life. That might be an extension of the life you're living right now, but you incarnated to live that life. Okay, so now that we have envisioned it, now that we feel it, that's your chosen reality. I don't know if any of y'all have watched the Loki series. The season 1 was last year, and then season 2 just dropped. Just the episode 1 just dropped. That, what else have we seen? This Quantum Mania. We've seen it in a number of different things. There are infinite possibilities in the quantum realm. Choose one. You have infinite possibilities. Choose one. And then let's go for it. Be that person. So now we're those people, right? Now we're those people So now that you're that person, I want you to take that energy that's in your heart and I want you to send it up. I want you to send it past your throat chakra and I want you to send it up to your third eye chakra, and it's going to go up to the crown chakra. Why is it doing that? Because then it can connect. Now your purpose that's always been in your ka chakra, that's above your crown. Now that purpose has now finally connected here, and now we're going to make the connection so that the throat spoken vision can be made manifest with the spiritual vision. The spiritual third eye now can put this essence into your mind. Whatever you speak, that's what you think. You think from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, but also from the abundance of the mind. So let's shift our mind view, right? From this energy, that's how we reprogram our mind to that world. And then we communicate with our higher self. So now we're in alignment. Now our third dimensional being is in alignment. And while this connection is happening, I want you to let that energy drop down into your solar plexus, your power center, right? Into your sacral chakra and into your root chakra. I want that to permeate your entire being so that you are so determined that this is such an integral part of who you are. This is how we manifest the life. This is how we be and stop becoming. My being has no other choice but to create the reality I've chosen. My higher self, my true self has chosen for this avatar to live. Do you guys see that? Do you guys feel that? Are you guys with me? That's how we manifest our world. Now, every morning, I want you to meditate on that. Every evening, I want you to meditate on that. I want you to feel this feeling right now. And I want you to feel this energy. And then you know what I want you to do with that energy? Anytime you slip a little bit back and say, I don't think I could do that. I don't think this is right. I don't think can happen. What I want you to do is take yourself right back to this moment. I want you to hear these words. You are wonderfully and beautifully created. You are perfectly made for an imperfect world. You deserve happiness, fulfillment, and joy. You deserve peace, nothing missing, nothing broken. You are more than enough. You came here to fulfill a purpose, and that is the purpose you are fulfilling. You are an amazing, abundant, beautiful creation. You live a life that is higher and of a higher calling than most. You are amazing. You are wonderful. You are. Say, I am. I am. That I am presence, that I am being, that I am gnosis. Know thyself. We are in the age of Aquarius, the age of self-knowledge, and how self then becomes a part of community and impacts the rest of the world. This is who we are. So can you be that person? Can you be that? I think you can. I know you can. And I know that you are. I know that you are. Do you guys feel that? I mean, that to me, that's just an amazing energy to feel and to know that. Stop letting other people's BS impact you to such a great degree. Just stop. Just stop. Okay? It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping here, and then we're going to do a little bit of chatting, and I'm going to get on out of here. So I want you guys to give me some questions, if you have any, some questions, and just some comments. You guys feel that? But I feel that in there. But I feel that in the chat. I'm dropping in the YouTube and Facebook, and right now I am dropping in TikTok chat as a comment. for my entrepreneurs out there, where are my entrepreneurs? Okay, where are my entrepreneurs? I want you guys to, I can't do that here. I can only do it. I want you guys to go to this website. If you're an entrepreneur and you are ready for a wonderfully transformative experience, you want to grow in your Q4, you don't want to end this year and not be abundant going into next. Okay, a lot of times, especially those of us that are coaches, healers, and such, we sometimes end up not finishing the year strong because we don't think people are going to want to invest in themselves. And I'm here to tell you they definitely are. So there's a link that I'm dropping in my comments on both sides. Okay, a link that I'm dropping and on both sides. Okay, and on all three platforms. I want you to go to the Grow More in Q4. I'm having on 18th and 19th, I'm having a deep dive. I'm going to tell you exactly how I continue the momentum and the growth in Q4. We're going to give you strategies you'll be able to implement. It's 2 6-hour intensive days with me, breakout sessions, workbooks. And if you do the VIP offer, you are going to be able to book a free consultation with me. We're going to deep dive into your business. You'll also get a good few $100s worth of AI courses for your business. And then you will also, guys, be able to have a speaking spot on my upcoming Black Friday festival, where all sorts of transformational leaders, just like yourself, transformational entrepreneurs, you could be a healer, a teacher, a coach, a mentor, anything in that genre. And you guys are going to be able to come and speak to a ton of people and meet folks. And you guys as clients, you get to meet more leaders. So you'll get a speaking spot, and that's worth a few $100s in and of itself. So I want you to go to that link. Also, one other thing, and then we are going to take some questions and some comments. I am I'm having kind of a special here. I've got a very few spots available to book 60-minute readings with me over the next week. Okay. Very few spots available. Okay. And I am, hang on one second. Da, 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 da. Okay, that should be good enough. So I'm going to drop a link on all platforms where you can go and book a intuitive reading with me. We may use, not sure, tarot, whatnot. Not sure what that's going to look like, but we are going, here's the link for that. Bear with me 1 second, gang. And it's going to be an hour with me. Normally, that is going to be usually $150 to $200. And I am right now for this week doing it for $100. So here is the link for that. Oh my goodness. I am trying to, it only lets me have 150 characters on TikTok. So I'm literally trying to fit this into 150 characters. Here we go. We're going to do this link. Here we go. Control C. I'm going to drop it over here. Sorry about that, guys. Control V. There you go. All right. Questions. Guys, this has been amazing. It is an interesting journey we have as light workers, as higher dimensional beings, as those of us who've awakened, especially in this 3D realm. Because what happens is as we elevate and then we are beginning to see, like we see how everyone else is kind of living, and we know we want to help so much, right? We want to help so much, but we honestly, like, you can end up getting just kind of sucked into this realm, back into it, kind of like The Godfather Part 3, where Michael Corleone is like, every time I get out, they bring me back in, right? Or they suck me back in. It's like we try to escape and yet somehow we can't. And so, but you can choose to live a whole different life that's not predicated upon the matrix, that's not predicated upon everybody else's like energy, right? That's not predicated upon fear, that's not predicated upon doubt and lack and shame, and where we can live a cohesive life with people of all races, creeds, genders, sexuality. Like, it doesn't matter, right? We can live that life. And I want to be sure that you understand that, and that you know you can be. Like, that's the biggest choice for me, is being, right? Rather than becoming. All right, gang. NPE, I see. I will send you that let's send some prayers over to NPE over on YouTube. NPE could use some prayers. So thank you so very much, everyone. And I will be sending my prayers to you. All right, gang, I'm going to get going because I need to make some more content. There's different ways, you guys, if you're an entrepreneur and you're ready to kind of take Q4 by storm, click that link. If you need a reading in the next week, book it this week. I'm really opening up probably only 10 to 15 spots for this. So if you want to get a reading with me, I don't do this very often. So I think it's important though. And then, or if you are ready to chat with me or my team about starting or growing your spirit-based business, heart-centered business, click that link as well, and we'll be happy to chat with you. All right, gang. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Love you guys so much. Namaste. Bye.